Hey, what's up, everybody? Dave Farver from Superjam, conducting a little interview with my good friend James Wolfe, keyboardist, also from Superjam, and many other bands. He's in a tribute band called Yessongs, which you do, yes, of course. And what's the Genesis one called?
Trick of the Tail.
Trick of the Tail.
Delmar Hall this August.
Delmar Hall. So looking forward to seeing those things. I've seen the Yes thing. I haven't seen the Genesis thing yet. So I love Genesis, so that'll be a good time. We're just here to talk a little bit about how James got to be in St. Louis. Like, where did you come from? Where did you grow up? I'm not sure. I know it's up north, like Wisconsin.
It's Winona, Minnesota, 2 hours south of the Twin Cities. But I started playing the Twin Cities when I was like 15. Okay. 16. Yeah.
Were you doing a lot of new wave kind of shit then, or?
It was the same stuff we're doing with a female singer.
Oh.
We did Rush and almost the same set list. It's amazing.
No Pat Benatar? No.
Oh yeah, with the addition of that stuff.
Heart,
for sure.
maybe?
Yeah, we did. You know, a little bit of that mixed in, but it was mainly the rock, late 70s arena rock that we did.
Okay,
yeah.
right on.
Yeah.
And so were you playing keys from the beginning?
Yeah, they had a keyboardist that had a huge keyboard rig, and he was just okay. And they wanted me to play with him, and he let me use all his gear, and then he let me take home his synthesizers. So I learned. He was super smart. We'd drive to the Twin Cities together in his RX-7, and he would teach me subtractive synthesis, and it was great. He let me take home an OBX as much as I wanted, and he had about 10 keyboards, 10 keyboards.
Oh wow!
Piano,
so you had like a mentor.
The full keyboard rig he became our sound man in that band.
Oh wow! Oh, far out.
And we're still friends.
That's very cool.
Yeah.
But I know you play phenomenal guitar too. I don't think a lot of people know that. So when did you start playing guitar, and how often do you play guitar? Just like for fun, because you don't do it much in Superjam. You played 12-string with us a lot.
Yeah. I was about 10 when I started guitar and sax, like you play. But you're a lot better than I am on horn. I went to college for sax, and it was miserable.
You went to North Texas State,
yeah, I woke up with horn players going like just awful. And so yeah, I started keys when I was 3, guitar when I was 10, and I really got good at guitar in my late teens with Alan Holdsworth stuff.
Oh, right on.
Jazz fusion stuff.
Yeah, I know you like the progressive stuff, progressive rock.
Yeah, that helped a lot. It makes rock stuff easy.
Right on, right on. And so you grew up there, and then when did you come to be in the St. Louis area?
In '85, a band called Faustus, who didn't make Star Search, hired me. Yeah, they flew me down here for an audition at Swing City Music. I played some Genesis. 2 minutes later, they hired me, and they flew me down here to live here, and that was it.
Oh, far out. Okay.
Yeah, I was with them for about 2 years, and those are the guys that I'm with the Yes and Genesis tribute.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's kind of a reuniting with the old Faustus guys.
Wow, I remember seeing them at Pops.
Yeah, and they were a lot like Superjam, very tight, the lead singer was really strict about everything in the band. So it was,
yeah, they were
the harmonies and all. They were doing a lot of hard material and the same stuff we're doing.
Yeah. So you've been doing this material for a long time, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, someone's trying to get our attention. It's one of our fans.
What's going on? Are we live?
We are live. It's me and James. We're talking about his past and his history. So what were some of your favorite bands growing up, and like some of those that inspired you to play keyboards?
Definitely the first was Keith Emerson, Lake and Palmer. I started learning him when I was about 10, and then I'd say Yes was right there behind him, Rick Wakeman. And there's a keyboardist that was with Frank Zappa, Eddie Jobson. It's one of my all-time favorites. He's English, and he's amazing.
Who did he play with?
Frank Zappa.
Oh,
and he went out on his own. He plays violin and keyboards, and his solo stuff is really good. So those 3 guys were the main source. And then Patrick Moraz is probably my top. He was in Yes for 1 year, and he's probably my all-time favorite out of any of them.
Huh.
He's jazzy and proggy at the same time. Another band was Gentle Giant, really hard keyboardist, Kerry Minier. Can barely play the stuff. It's like jigsaw puzzle music. It's super complicated and super hard to play Gentle Giant.
Math rock.
It's definitely like Escher. It's like all fit into pieces, and it's Renaissance rock.
Oh wow!
So it's real cool. But that's it, yeah. And I have an older brother and a cousin that play. My cousin's a great jazz pianist, and he could transcribe on the spot And so growing up with him, watching me play UK, Holsworth was with Eddie Jobson in UK, with Bill Bruford from Yes on drums. I used to play that stuff when I was younger for him. They kind of critique me and stuff, and so my cousin was also a big inspiration.
Right on, right on. So we went up to like 85, and then you came to St. Louis. So who did you play with after Faustus?
A band that moved me down here for Faustus called Media, which is the guitarist in my Yes band now, Craig Reno.
Okay.
And it was dual brothers in the Media band, and they looked up to Faustus and kind of did what they did.
Oh, okay.
So I was with them, and then I was in Athena and the Hubcaps.
I remember them.
Do Ya, and then
Andy Marks was in that.
Yeah,
band.
Andy Marks, and then I kind of did some original stuff for a few years, and then I was in the Schwag. And the Schwag was probably the one next to us or whatever, one of the larger bands I was in.
And you were in that for a while, right?
Yeah, I was their first keyboardist in the late 90s, and we started the Schwag stocks. And when I quit, we were at about 7,000, maybe 6,000 at our shows. And then I came back in 2010, right before they busted Camp Zoe, and there was like 12,000 per show.
Wow.
And that was after years of Jimmy building up the Zoe property when I wasn't there. But it was really fun being in the band twice.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, we've been doing this thing since
Like 11,
2010, I'm sorry.
9 or 10, yeah.
So I guess
That's
it'll be
right.
in
Yeah.
May. It'll be 12 years actually.
Wow.
'Cause
Yeah.
it's 22 already.
Right.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I've never been in a band this long, but
Yeah.
what can you say? You know, usually in bands, people don't get along. It's usually one or two people, but I say we all get along.
There's always some asshole.
We've
screwing
gotten
it up
really,
for everybody.
we've gotten along great in this band. Yeah, right. There's always in one band. There's usually somebody that breaks up the band or something, and I've never been in a band more than 4 years, so this has been like crazy.
This is probably the longest I've ever been in
Yeah,
a band,
right.
also.
Yeah.
And we've luckily been able to. Hey, Christine. Been able to have some success and be able to keep working, which
Yeah,
we're
it's
very
been-
grateful for.
It's gone fast.
And this is the Mustang that James just got. How long ago did you get this
A
thing?
year ago. Yeah.
It's pretty sweet. Got the, are these Recaros?
No, they're just copies. I put them in.
Those are badass. The racing seats.
Yeah, it's a slow car though. It's all pretend.
Mickey, you can't hide. You can't hide, Mickey.
I'm trying to sneak out.
So, yeah, so we want to tell everybody how much we appreciate all the loyal fans that come out to Superjam shows.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
We couldn't do it. We'd be in the basement without you, so it wouldn't be near as much fun.
You know, St. Louis has been. I think it's the K-She connection.
For sure, for sure. This is definitely a classic
the old
rock town.
school K-She people that are coming out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's a classic rock town, and that's what we do. 1977 to 1983. That's kind of our era that we stick to mostly. Sometimes we veer out of it, but
and we don't care. We stick to our guns. We don't care if it's a song that might not. We do longer songs. We do harder songs.
Yeah. Every once in a while,
never
we'll
let
throw,
anybody tell us what to do.
We'll
really.
throw
I
us,
think that's-
a slider at them, like In Excess. Or we've been doing a lot of Who lately, which is kind of
been really good.
a lot older than we normally do.
A little 80s.
Yeah,
mixed in.
and we'll sneak into the 90s a little bit. So we're not too strict about it. But anyway, this has been Dave Farver with Superjam and James Wolfe, and we're going to interview everybody in the band before it's over with and kind of get to know them and what their influences are, the bands they like, and how they came to be in Superjam. So thanks for hanging out with us. We'll talk to you soon.
All right. See ya.
Sayonara.